Kevin Durant. He's a Houston Rocket. And I love this move for the Houston Rockets because they didn't derail or mortgage any of their future. Really, and that's tough to say. Jalen Green is a great player, but replacing him with Kevin Durant, you feel pretty good about that. Bro has Wingstop commercials, all the ads. He has young star all over him, but come playoff time, Jalen Green, this playoffs was very disappointing, and we really didn't see him take that next step, that jump. A guy that's in his class, him and Cade Cunningham, two guys that compete against each other heavily. There's a lot on the line. Those two guys go at it every single time they match up. Cade Cunningham was all-star this year. Great in the playoffs, too. Took this Pistons team from, giving out free wings when they win to being a playoff team and a top 6 seed. And taking the Knicks 6 games. That was a competitive series every single game. So you see the difference between a Cade Cunningham and a Jalen Green. You would rather keep guys like Tari Eason, keep guys like Jabari Smith, keep guys, obviously, Amen Thompson is not available for any talks. You kept those guys and Şengün, and you had to just give up Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and a pick number 10 in this draft class. That was practically a bag of chips for Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant, he had a lot of say in where he was ending up in, and he helped this, trade for him be as cheap as possible. Wendy was saying, Timberwolves wanted to trade for him. Other teams wanted to trade for him. Kevin Durant was like, nah. The Suns had zero leverage in this trade. And the Rockets jumped on that. Ime Udoka, he was on the coaching staff in Brooklyn. He was on the coaching staff with Team USA. So he is very familiar with Kevin Durant. He was one of the driving forces for getting Kevin Durant to Houston. So you had that, and you had the deal being cheap. This was a no-brainer for the Houston Rockets. And more on Jalen Green, you look at his postseason performance. Averaged 13 points in the postseason. This is egregious. He had a 38-point performance, but that was game 2. And after that, he followed up with 5 stinker performances. Game 7, 8 points, 3 for 8 from the field. Game 6, 12 points, 1 for 6 from three-point line. Game 5, 11 points, 3 for 8. Game 4, 8 points. Game 3, 9 points. So this is just production you can't have from somebody that's supposed to be your number one guy. Him and Şengün, they rotate. It's like 1A, 1B. You can't have that type of production. Amen Thompson, he was way better than Jalen Green in the playoffs. He was making more of an impact. Game 7, he had 25 points. He was doing it at a high level. He's not anywhere near offensive scorer Jalen Green is, but he was finding a way to get to the rim, making his shots, scoring points. So you're bringing in KD, averages 30 a game, in the playoffs. This is somebody that is a great perimeter scorer, mid-range assassin. He's always going to get a bucket. I'm excited to see him as a number 1 option once again. Houston is a great landing spot for him because he's not forming a big 3. He's going somewhere where they have a culture pretty much set, and he's going to help young guys get to the level they want to be. Şengün is going to be able to get more looks with Kevin Durant. Jabari Smith, he's going to help Jabari Smith take that next leap. Jabari Smith and KD, similar size. He'd be a fantastic mentor for Jabari Smith. Help him get the offensive game we want to see from him. Already a great defensive player. He just needs that offensive bag. Amen Thompson, him in the gym shooting with Kevin Durant would do wonders. Tari Eason. These are all great defenders that just need more work offensively. Kevin Durant's going to bring all that for them. The number 2 seed without a number 1 option, really? Took the Warriors 7 games. KD, a top 10 player, elite shooter, elite 3-point shooter, an elite ISO creator, a playmaker, a guy you can put on any team and that team to be better. So even if Kevin Durant, though, provides you nothing, you lose nothing from this because you didn't give up anything, really. You didn't give up much. You didn't derail your future. You still have the Suns picks, which is crazy to think. All to get somebody that averaged 26 a game last season, 52% from the field he shot, 43% from 3. Kevin Durant was still elite. He's 37 years old, but he's still elite. Still a top 10 player in the NBA. One of those ones. You have your go-to guy. You have a clutch guy. You have a guy that's going to show up in the clutch, take the game-winning shot now. Ime Udoka, this Rockets team, they gave him an extension. Steven Adams is coming back on a cheaper deal. He's going to be that backup big for you. He was huge against the Golden State Warriors. Really kind of helped, them gain some ground in that series. So they got him. They got great role players. They got Tari Eason. and Amen Thompson. You still have Reed Shepard and Cam Whitmore too. So this Rockets team, I'm really excited for them, and I think they have a shot against the Thunder. And with losing Dylan Brooks, that's, kind of a loss. He was still a great defensive player, one of their better three-point shooters too. But Tari Eason's going to develop, and he's going to replace Dylan Brooks. And 3 years. Kevin Durant's 37 right now. In 3 years, Şengün will be 25. Amen Thompson will be 25. Tari Eason will be 27. Jabari Smith will be 25. Reed and Cam Whitmore will be 24. The young core is still intact. That's the greatest thing about this. I'm more interested to see what happens next with the Rockets. I think, personally, if you want to go all in and win a championship, Kevin Durant and Giannis, these are two guys that were reportedly wanted to join forces and be on a team together. Giannis to the Rockets with Kevin Durant, you have a package you could put together for it. You have the Suns first in 2027. You have Brooklyn's first in 2028. You have your first in 2028. You have the Suns first in 2029. And you have all your draft capital too still. You could give the Bucks a really good offer, could throw in Reed Shepard, Cam Whitmore, maybe Jabari Smith, throw in there too, to get Giannis and still have Tari Eason, Amen Thompson, Şengün, Fred VanVleet, Kevin Durant. That team would be nice. They still can make it happen to get him. And you still have the mid-level exception, and you could get a Malik Beasley or another three-point shooter to add more shooting to this team. But Kevin Durant, Giannis, Amen Thompson, Şengün, that's a team that's going to win the next couple champs. That's a team that can go back-to-back in the West. So I would 100% do that if you're going all in. But the thing is, the Rockets don't have to do that if they don't want to. You could go out and get a Derek White, who Ime Udoka is familiar with in Boston. A guy that's going to rise. A guy that's just that elite role player. 16 points per game. Decent three-point shooter. I think 38% from three. But somebody that elevates his play in the playoffs too. He could come here and be your shooting guard. Fred VanVleet, him, Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant, Şengün. That's a nasty starting five. Jabari Smith off the bench. Tari Eason off the bench. And that package for Boston wouldn't be that expensive. That package for Boston be decent, but they have the pieces still to make another move, which I'm really excited about for the Houston Rockets.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.